Hey everybody, it's Saturday, the Sabbath, 30th. Before I start, Jesus Christ is my Lord and Savior and my King. He died on the cross for my sins, rose 3 days later, sits at the right hand of the Father, and He's on His way. There's more understanding about that dream. And now this is really important, because that dream shows you everything. Wait. Excuse me, my stomach's not right. In the dream, the cops came. Liz was running around and fighting with me and da-da-da-da. The cops came, the first thing they said is, we got a report of a sniper. If you go back, I don't know how many months, I met a Spetsnaz. He is here under the UN Charter to take our guns. And because I started talking on these videos, they sent someone to talk to me, except I caught them. Asking me questions like, yeah, if something were to happen, where would people around here go? And those people up on the mountain up there, how they still feel about the government? And da-da-da-da. They all got guns still? Dude, you grew up here, you know these people. Why would you ask me these questions? What I told them was, there's a base under the windmills. That's what flagged me. And now, I live on a little 2-lane country road. For them to get rigs up this highway, up this road, they got to go way, way, way out of their way to even get there. And every day, an 18-wheeler pulls up this little dirt road of these windmills. And there is nowhere for them to put anything. I was up there. There's nothing. There is no room up there. There's nowhere for them to store anything. The main building is smaller than the top of my house. So where are they putting all this stuff that they need rigs for? Or is it men? And they go in and go under. Now, because they sent that guy to me and I booked them, what occurred after that in the dream was their way of getting back at me, their way of trying to curse me. And our Father, through their evil, wicked plans, used it to expose them. Never did they think that I would catch on to the stuff about my son. Never. And what I'm about to read you ties right into it. Luke chapter 10. After these things the Lord appointed other 72 also, and sent them 2 and 2 before His face into every city and place whither He Himself would come. And the 72 returned again with joy, saying, Lord, even the devils are subject unto us through Thy name. And He said unto them, I beheld Satan as lightning fall from heaven. Behold, I give unto you the power to tread on serpents and scorpions, and over all the power of the enemy. And nothing shall by any means hurt you. Notwithstanding, in this rejoice not, that the spirits are subject unto you, but rather rejoice because your names are written in heaven. In that hour Jesus rejoiced in spirit, and said, I thank Thee, O Father, Lord of heaven and earth, that Thou hast hid these things from the wise and prudent, and hast revealed them unto babes. Even so, Father, for it seemed good in Thy sight. All things are delivered to me of my Father, and no man knoweth who the Son is but the Father, and who the Father is but the Son, and he to whom the Son will reveal Him. Blessed are the eyes which see the things that you see. Enter the Stars did a video, and I almost unsubscribed to him, because when this first started I sent him a message and he just ignored me. He doesn't believe anything I say, which I understand, but these ancient Chinese pyramids, when I'm watching this part 2, you gotta go watch it. I thought this is one of the most important videos he's ever done, and I couldn't figure out why. He gets into Sun Wukong, which was one of their ancient fallen gods, and if you go watch it, this will all tie in. He could transform into 72 polymorphic states, like those planes that hit the towers. 108 stars of destiny. There's 36 heavenly spirits and 72 earthly fiends. Confucius who lived to be 72, the year before he died, taught 72 disciples. 72 and 72 makes 144. I know that number. I don't know what it means yet, but he is on to something very, very important. I believe it's that Satan too will call up 144,000 and mimic God. He copies everything he does. He wants to be God. He has a throne and everything. So of course, he will do the same thing God does. And now I don't know if this ties into this stuff that I found out about what they're doing with these clones and stuff, or if it's just going to be, I don't know. But you got to go watch that video. Maybe somebody else will get understanding I haven't been given. And Dahboo just made a real important one too. Everybody's saying there's a coming false flag attack. I don't like that word. It's not going to be a false flag to the people that these Muslims slaughter. Yes, it was orchestrated. Yes, Obama let them in. Yes, Obama's going to be the one to bomb Syria to trigger them. But it's not going to be a false flag, that word, because people think it's going to be a fake. Like, oh, no, because they tied. The word false flag should not be used considering what's about to happen. It should be there is going to be an imminent attack on men, women, and children in the United States of America. And it's going to be bad. It's going to be in our homes, in our streets, and it's going to be bad. This year is the 13th anniversary since 9/11. And we know them and their numbers. 13 is extremely significant. And the stuff with Ebola, Dahboo again. That dude's smart. He's been called. I told him before, you're called, you just don't know him. He made a video about 250 times Ebola has mutated. They're going to use this disease to target certain areas. They will figure out how to target white people. They will figure out how to target black people. Depending on your DNA, they will have an Ebola that will attack you. And then they're going to come and say, well, we got the cure. You need this vaccine. There's just a couple things you have to do. I can't take that vaccine. Well, then you have to get in that train because you're at risk of being a carrier. People have been saying a long time, it's close, including me, because I feel like any second. What is about to befall this country is it. God's had enough. Pray that he starts showing people more stuff. Pray for understanding for behind all this. Because this is important. I don't know what it means yet, but it's important. 72 disciples. Confucius. I wonder just how many religions Satan has set up. If he set up 72, and each one of those 72 had 72, it's about to get real ugly. But he told us, nothing shall by any means hurt you. I've told this before. I was in Florida, walking around all cracked out, and I got bit by a poisonous snake. Didn't even know. I came home and I took a bus home. And I get home and I'm wondering why my one leg, I thought I got sun poisoning from when I passed out on the beach. My one leg was puffed up, fang holes in it. That snake got me right above my ankle. I was so high, that snake probably died. Should have killed me. Should have at least got me sick. Should have anything. Didn't bother me. I'm assuming I'll have more videos because today's Saturday. I'm just going to spend the whole day trying to get where I'm supposed to be. God bless.